starting. There we go. Last we left off, you have made your way through Yon to Motherlorn, where Silva has found the hag who runs Yon has a bit of a passion for theater and drama. Of course, being a hag, she is an avid fan of tragedies. And you have snuck in Celine, one of the moon twins. Or one of the twins. Specifically, the moon twin elf. And you are seeking a way to actually get into the, get to the, find her other twin, as well as find and meet with uh, Bitter End herself. Indolin Moongrave, her
Yeah.
actual name is. So, how do you continue?
Alrighty.
And I will give some music for accompaniment.
Oh yes, I should click on that when you do. Um, let's see here. So last time I was here, I'd actually gone and talked to some of the actors, specifically some of these
Mm-hmm.
people up here. I don't think I ever asked about where she would be keeping prisoners.
I don't believe you did either.
No, because I don't need them to set off alarm bells.
Mm-hmm. Also, you know Zarek is going after, going to try and find her.
Mm-hmm. Do I know which way specifically Zarek went so I can go a different direction?
Um, to your knowledge, hmm, hmm. He would have gone up these stairs over here into this corridor.
Well, I know I have to go up into that corridor at least for them to see me because they told me that's where the hag would be.
Or in that direction.
Yeah. So for now, I'm gonna start this way. Are those statues?
No.
Alright, what am I seeing, John?
Give me a moment.
Oh, no, they're tokens. I just had to zoom in.
Yeah. So, this magnificent hall is lined with stone bookshelves housing a library of leather bound tomes. Three elderly, bespectacled goblins climb ladders to fetch books for three slender cloaked figures who are reading while seated in overstuffed armchairs. And you can see the goblins just about. I haven't put in their tokens yet, but
Where are they, you said? Since I could see them? Or are they
the
just out and about?
the goblins are just out and about all throughout here.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about specific positioning then. And these three specifically are reading, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is some kind of library.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kind of start moving southward.
Okay.
There's a curtain here.
Yes, there is a curtain there.
I'm gonna peek through the curtain.
Can you give me a moment? Doing something real quick. There. Cool. Alrighty. Yes. This looks like some kind of storage room. It does have another curtain this way, and it does look to have a passage this way that leads away.
Okay, I'm gonna start through the curtain.
Mhm.
Okay, if not stopped. Okay, I can actually see through the curtains. So,
Yeah.
seeing these stairs, I assume this leads like back around to the behind the staging area. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that an elevator door or a
No.
trap door?
No, no, it is not. Let me see here.
But I see a lever.
You do see a lever. You see a wooden platform is embedded in the stone floor at the end of the corridor. An iron lever is fixed to the wall nearby. Actually, it is a elevator. I'm sorry. That was my bad. It is an elevator.
Okay. The question is, can I reasonably assume that that's where they would keep a prisoner? Because it's likely how they move some of their larger props quickly. For now, I think I'll come back to this.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go start down this hallway. I see that token.
Yes, you do see that token.
Ah, map, please. Thank you. Ah. So what's with the angry-looking furball?
Well, as you approach this room, resting against the walls of the circular chamber are three dressing tables, each one with a mirror atop it. The mirrors are bordered by tiny balls of bright golden light. An ornate high back chair on clawed feet sits before each table. Slumped in one of the chairs is a bugbear dressed as a green dragon from the neck down. On the floor nearby is the fake dragon head and tail that complete the costume. The
His
bug
head is down.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of slumped over and kind of resting his head on the table. The bugbear looks all the more unusual because you notice he casts no shadow.
The fuck? Okay. You seem stressed.
It's hopeless. I should have never left the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh?
I thought I would be out for greater things. I just ended up in this hell of a place. I can't even get myself looking right.
What can you not get right?
Do you look into the mirror?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Let's see here. Okay. Don't seem to notice anything different. Let me see here. You can see his reflection, though. Let me see here. He looks haggard, despite looking perfectly healthy in in person. The mirror shows a haggard and sickly version of himself.
So, despite him looking fine, the mirror is making him think he looks haggard.
Yeah. At least that's what how things currently stand.
Okay. You know you don't actually look that haggard or old, correct?
Still, I feel it. I don't know how long I'll be working in this place. I was
Hmm.
assured 3 years, but who knows how long 3 years actually is.
Well, if you were given the opportunity to return to the Witchlight Carnival, would you take it?
Probably, but my contract isn't up yet.
Silva slowly smiles at this. Then all I need to help you is some information.
What kind?
Where the hag would keep, say, someone wearing a sun mask?
I heard she's a special performer in put in one of the put in the prison. It should be upstairs, but that's finding it isn't really the problem. It's getting in. Rumor has it,
Oh,
there's no. The only way to get in is through the jester's stick.
and what is the gesture stick?
Not entirely sure. Um, I it the only jester I know about is the one who runs the theater. His name is, let me see here. Trying to find him. Trying to find the specific character that. Ah, uh, the only jester here is the master of ceremonies. His name is Stage Fright.
And do you know where I could find stage frights then?
He's probably around the theater, either above or below below getting ready for the next performance. He's like the director.
I see. Thank you for that tidbit. I truly appreciate it.
No problem. There are plenty of people here who would love to be finally free of bitter ends plays.
Oh, I'm certain. You just do your best until I can set things right. Uh, and I will head with this tidbit of information back the way I came into
Mm,
that elevator.
okay.
I got some info. Come along.
And they will happily come along. Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do,
Down
do,
the
do.
stairs.
Do, 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 do.
And is it safe to assume that the lever will actually activate this thing?
Yes. Let's see here. Cool.
Alrighty.
Give me a moment. Taking you down to understage. Give me a moment. I wonder. Okay,
What are you
cool.
wondering?
Just double
Just
checking.
double checking something?
Yeah. Um. It makes sense he'd be down here, so. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I forgot one thing. There we go. Gotta hate it when you just forget that one thing. There.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. You go downstairs.
Did you just forget the map or okay, there we
No,
go.
no.
Oh,
I
there's guards down here.
Yeah. The cavernous underbelly of the stage is noisy and hot. Goblins work of forge, saw wood, and daub paint onto wooden backdrops. A woman in a tight-fitting dress barks orders at the workers while a goblin frantically makes adjustments to her costume using needles, pins, and thread. A tiny creature chained to a hooded lantern on a table is using a stick of charcoal to sketch something on a piece of parchment at an unbelievable speed. A wispy bulb of light flutters next to him.
Alright, and who was I looking for again?
You are looking for stage fright. He is. You do notice him. Let me see here. Ah, that's not what I'm looking. Yeah, what I'm looking for
In
right
this
now.
little area I'm in, or do I need to
In
walk
this
around?
area right here.
Oh, I see him.
He
Yep.
is among and he is in a little jester costume. It's not the classic jester costume with like the four little pointed points with bells on the ends and such, but but he is in a form of a jester costume, and um he is holding a staff with a what carved with a smiling goblin head on top of it. And he is also kind of barking orders. Now get ready. We're going to be it's probably going to be 5 minutes until we need to be ready for the next show.
I will approach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see the doll in here. I assume this is the
Mm-hmm.
lady who's getting her dress done.
Yep. She kind of stops and looks at you. Looks at Elkhorn, kind of gives a scowl. Oh, who are you?
Silva gives a smile. Lady Silva.
Hmm. Oh. Stage fright kind of interjects, goes, listen, uh, fine. We don't need guests down here in the stage. Just go back up where the guests can be, and Lady Indolin will, Lady Moongrave will, meet you at a time of her choosing.
Of course. But I was quite interested in talking to you, at least momentarily before your play starts.
And for what reason do you need to talk to me?
I would like to keep that between you and I. Not everything is for the prying ears.
All right. I'm awfully busy, you know that, right?
It won't take but a minute or two, that I promise. I would not want to keep you away for too long, lest I fear for your poor associates. I know how the lady can be.
Sure. All right. Um, let me see here. Make a persuasion check. Actually.
That's +8.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
God damn.
Okay, thanks.
Well, listen, I don't have the time to help you. You'll if you're wanting to talk to me, wait until after the next show. I'll have probably about 30 minutes of break, and then I'll have to get on everybody's asses again.
Surely you can take just a minute.
I don't have a minute to spare.
Oh, but you have the minute to argue with me about it.
You're the one who's in an unauthorized area. Please leave. And he kind of points to a curtain. The stage is that way. We can talk after the next performance. The useless whelps will
I'm af-
probably forget every line.
I'm afraid I don't necessarily have the time for that.
Listen, lady, you don't have time. I don't have time. Cry me a river. I'm not able to accommodate you, and honestly, it's not my job to serve your custom. So either you're going to have to wait for my timetable, or you're not going to have to. You can't wait at all. Capiche?
Silva gives a smile, looks at her little group, and goes, "Well, you heard the man. Seems we'll be doing things the other way. Apologies. Seems you're nothing more than a waste of our time. Let's go back the way we came." And she will start to walk away.
Okay.
Did I get the bugbear's name?
He would have happily have given your his name if you had asked.
I would have.
His name is
I,
Hurley.
I just forgot to. Hurley. Alright, let's go back. Tell Hurley that perhaps his contract won't go as planned.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What's this about a contract not going as planned?
Well, you know how the lady can be with her contracts.
Are we losing the dragon?
Sooner than you think. I'm not quite sure what your ladyship has done with her contract, but it seems to be its current siphoning his life force.
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. If he's still alive, then he'll be able to make it.
She smiles. You're under the impression that he'll live.
Well, he'll either continue past this he'll have to, or he'll have either he'll live to see another performance, or he'll die trying.
You say that, but you remember what she did to the last group of performers that disappointed her?
Oh yeah, it was a sight to behold.
I'm certain you wouldn't want the same to happen to you.
Oh, it wouldn't happen to me. I don't disappoint her.
She smiles. Correction. You haven't had things go south to disappoint her with.
What do you mean by that?
Fortune favors the bold and the lucky. And Silva will turn and begin to walk away.
So, with this, either you're going to have to make an intimidation check or a deception check.
That would definitely be a deception check. Just above board, that's going to definitely be deception. What is my deception? That is also a +8. Nice. 25.
Like,
Yeah, she has zero intentions of actually messing with their play at this moment in time.
Listen, outside circumstances be damned. Okay. How about this? 5 minutes. We can talk in private.
That is all I ask.
Okay, you lot better have everything ready. And he's going to kind of lead
As she goes to follow, Silva will turn to her group, give a single clap, and goes, "Help them with whatever they may need while I'm gone. We wouldn't want their performance to go sideways. None of these folk deserve that. At least, not that I can tell."
Elkhorn seems begrudging to help, but does so anyway.
And I will follow stage fright.
It's gonna take you into here.
Where the puppet is?
Yeah. Don't worry about him. He ain't going nowhere.
Well, what is with the puppets?
Oh, don't worry about him. Just a useless doll that's no longer useful in the theater.
That's
Captain
rather
Store,
rude.
Captain Storage, in case he's useful again. You know the thing. By the way,
Oh.
you see crates of props are stacked in this chamber alongside wooden backdrops draped in cobwebs. An 8-foot diameter circular wooden disc painted to look like a smiling moon leans against one wall. From a cluttered corner, well, the voice doesn't say "psst" over here, but it's more of going, "Oh, you dick." Glancing in that direction, you do see the wooden marionette carved and painted to look like a human skeleton. It appears to be dangling in its own strings, and he's like, yeah, um, don't bother with me. I'm just hanging around.
And it tells jokes.
Yeah, no bones about it, it seems. Ah ha 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 ha. Anyway, what do you want?
Nothing to do with you in particular. I just needed to talk to Stage Fright in order to
Mm-hmm.
handle business with the hag. And she'll
Oh.
turn to Stage Fright.
So,
Now, down to business.
what do you want with me, lady? And what does it
Your
have in
staff.
regards to? You want my staff?
Well, I need it to free the Sun Twin.
Mm, no.
She raises an eyebrow.
What do you. She's put in there for a reason. I'm not gonna let anybody just have the staff. You could be trying to plot to kill my ladyship.
And what reason was she put there for?
Oh, don't worry, she's being held in the nicest captivity possible. Indolin
You
is
seem
just
to be.
making sure she is comfortable and kept safe.
Yes, but why? That's the concerning part. You know how contracts and negotiations work with those such as her ladyship.
I wouldn't know.
Fair enough. And you're certain you wouldn't give me the staff?
I can't just give over my staff. Not only is it a prop that I use and that people recognize me from, I can't give over something so meaningful to somebody who just asked for it, especially if they definitely want one of the prisoners released.
Well,
Prisoners are put in the prison for a reason.
typically, yes. But I've yet to be explained the reasoning for this one.
Oh, I don't need a reason. My ladyship has all the reason in the world. That's good enough for me.
I see. Well, then I hope the best for your performance. As I've said, I have no ill will towards you or your performers. So I do truly hope you do well. How does it go for your business? Break a leg? I've not been to many plays.
That is the saying. Hey, that's me.
Excellent.
The marionette pipes up.
Silva actually looks mildly amused by the marionette itself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I apologize for taking your time. It seems I will need to make my appointment directly with her to ask. I was just curious. So good luck, and again,
Mm-hmm.
apologies. And Silva will return to her group.
Okay.
She steps right here and lets out a loud whistle to gather her group.
Yep. And they gather up.
Alright, we've had no luck on that at this time. The way she phrases it is very much obvious to the group that's been traveling with her that she really felt she should have just killed the guy and taken it, but didn't want to deal with the hassle.
Mm-hmm.
Let us head back and perhaps we can have our meeting. And they will head back to the elevator.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do.
Oh wait, there's rooms back here. What are these?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're cots. Okay, so this is like a sleeping area. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
never mind then. Yeah,
Yep. Worker
we'll go back up.
cells. Okay, going back up. Do. Boop. Okay. All right. So, where are you headed now?
Okay, I gotta zoom back out because the this doesn't like to set maps.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see here. Based on where I am, if I were to head to the east, that would put me back by the stage area.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna go back this way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna head back towards the dressing room where I saw the bugbear, whose
Mm-hmm.
name I've forgotten again.
Hurley.
Hurley. You think I'd be able to remember that? That's the name of a weapon. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
approach Hurley, place a hand
Mm-hmm.
on his shoulder. Seems I couldn't get the scepter, and starting a fight down there would have been unwise.
Well, I mean,
Perhaps there's another way?
what do you suggest? I
Well, I need the Sun Twin.
I mean, I wouldn't know how to snatch it from under him. I'm just kind of a big guy, and supposed to be the I'm supposed to be the dragon.
Well, play your part while I try to think of a way to sort this. Do you know what troubles would come about if I tried to free her without the staff?
Well, I don't exactly know, but to my knowledge, let's see here. Let's see here. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure. I just know that the his scepter is apparently the only real way to actually enter the prisons.
It's the only way?
To my knowledge,
Hmm, that can't be quite right.
I mean, you could go up and check it for yourself. It's up one flight of stairs.
I see. Thank you for the information. Stay safe and good luck on the with your show.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see in the mirror when I'm looking at myself if he looks haggard like that?
At the moment, you don't see anything wrong with your reflection.
Nothing different from what I would normally see in a mirror?
Nothing different. No. Give me a moment. My dog's been pestering me to go out. Oh. Alrighty. So, what's the plan?
Okay. Um. Well, it's not like I have a lot of time to work with. Otherwise, my plan would be something a little more elaborate than just going to check out
Mm-hmm.
that looks like more sleeping quarters ahead of me.
It does look like it. And it is. There's a common room, and several
Okay.
actors are acting as a couple of actors are practicing lines and such. You can hear the sobbing of a couple of them from other of the other rooms behind curtains.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Just a normal day in LA.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see here. Start moving back this way. Don't worry, I'm not gonna demand you move the group with me as I
Mm-hmm.
move my token about. I know they're following me around.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you didn't tell me exactly where these stairs were at. There's a wall blocking my view here.
There is a wall. You should be able to go around
I can go around it. I don't like that there's walls blocking my view.
it.
I see dotted lines.
You do see dotted lines.
Okay, what are these dotted lines?
Well, you're not entirely sure. Your character doesn't see the dotted lines, but you definitely see them. Real quick, what's your passive perception?
Not great. 10.
Okay, cool. This shadowy hallway is blocked by wooden backdrop. A wooden backdrop of 10 feet from the entrance. The backdrop is painted to look like a library bookshelf. And each of these backdrops just kind of ever so slightly break up the light so that there is nothing but darkness. You can see from behind the curtain light shining ahead.
Okay.
As you step there, you fall as the floor gives way from under you.
I was trying to see the curtain you were talking about. I should have just
Sorry.
dragged my token instead of stepping there.
Sorry.
I also should have said what curtain and then did that before.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
also on me. But
Sorry.
yeah, I can't actually, even with my token in this spot, I can't actually see that curtain.
Ah.
Oh, I can see it if I move into the wall. But yeah. Okay.
But yeah, if you
Okay.
step
So I see
forward.
the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I roll an investigation check before I move forward?
Yeah,
Because
go
she
ahead.
doesn't know that's there. Just because I know it's there doesn't mean anything. What is? I get a +1 to investigation. 7.
Cool. I mean, you can see light coming from behind the curtain, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, I have no reason not to because I don't know
Mm-hmm.
it's there. I'm gonna step here to approach
And
the curtain.
the floor falls from under you.
Cool.
You fall down a pit. Now, you do not take any damage, as the pit is not actually uh, uh, that deep. Um, you do land prone.
Can I climb out of the pit?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
as you get up to begin climbing out of the pit, you see leaning on the wall of one of the pit, on one of the walls of the pit, is a tombstone made of wood. It is a prop tombstone, and it looks like it is engraved with your name on it.
Oh, she thinks she's cheeky. Hang on, I gotta have a silver moment. Ah, how quaint. She made her own grave. And I'll climb out.
Mm-hmm.
Very much unhappy with my current situation.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so okay. And I'll peek my head. I'm not gonna step through the curtain, I'm gonna peek in here.
Okay.
Um, okay, so it is an amphitheater of some kind.
Rows of tiered seating fill the back half of this theater, and motes of dust float and dance above the ancient upholstery. The seats face a stone stage flanked by wooden silhouettes of fir trees, lit from behind and above by a white, moon like sphere of glass that hangs from the ceiling by a short chain and casts long shadows on the walls. Suspended above the stage is a trapeze.
This is where the twins were supposed to perform, isn't it? Okay. Seeing this, I will drop back down, around, and back out, and make my way back out of this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I also could have just asked the moon twin this
Yeah.
information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've said one thing to her since I've had her start following me around, really.
Uh-huh. Give
Oh,
me
hey,
a
I found the
moment.
stairs up.
I am checking something.
I'll stop right at this entryway then.
What? What'd you say?
Then I'll stop my token right here at this hallway.
Cool. All right, I am back. So, yes, you find your stairs going upwards.
Yes. Alright, seeing this, I will look to the moon twin. Are these the right stairs?
I believe so.
Before we head up and might get into trouble, do you know of a way to get her free?
I don't know how to open the prison doors. I was never in the prison.
Fair enough. Never hurts to ask. And we will head up the stairs.
Okay. Give me a moment while I pull things up. They've gotten the rest of the group. Now I'm going to get you. Alrighty.
The map is taking a second to load.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it goes. Oh, hey, I could also make make one up here. It looks like,
Mm-hmm.
because that totally doesn't look dangerous.
Uh-huh. But yes. As you look to the west, or to the right of your character as you exit there, you see. Let me see here. Yeah. Two rusty suits of armor sized for goblins and equipped with halberds that flank a large stone door bereft of handles, hinges, or decoration.
Repeat that.
Yeah. Two rusty suits of armor sized for goblins and equipped with halberds flank a stone door bereft of handles, hinges, or decoration.
Bereft. Okay. Hmm. All right, and what's with the whole contraption to the east?
Okay. Do This cylindrical chamber houses a whirring contraption bolted to a revolving metal disc that serves as its base. Metal spheres and sickles are attached to the ends of long metal arms that sweep back and forth, clicking loudly and rhythmically like the hands of a giant metronome. The apparatus is inlaid with characters from strange alphabets, and smoky wisps in the shape of these letters rise from the contraption as it revolves. The whole device hums and crackles with lightning. Rising from the middle of the mechanism is an 80-foot tall copper pole made of eight 10-foot long lightning rods attached to the end to end. It extends upward past a ringed shaped gallery that forms the chamber's upper level through a hole in the 50-foot high domed ceiling. Three goblins wearing overalls and tinted goggles are using brooms to sweep the floor, seemingly untroubled by the noise. They're just about not bothering.
Okay. Hmm. What is this contraption?
Uh, this is the Orrery of Tragedies.
And what is it meant to do?
Oh, Lady Moongrave uses it to find the futures for people.
She does she? What else is in this area?
Well, I mean, let's see here. If you want to take a look at the galleries, at the box galleries, you can go down those far. They point out these two areas.
Okay.
Um, there's also the balloon deck down here. And if you have a ticket or an appointment with Lady Moongrave, you go up here.
And what about to the door behind me?
Oh, that's the prison.
She raises an eyebrow at him.
What?
Prison.
Yeah.
Why would she have a prison?
Uh, Lady Moongrave has people she doesn't like to keep free, apparently.
And what exactly gives her the right to make the decision to imprison others?
She's the boss of this place?
Silva again raises an eyebrow.
Listen, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. My job is to keep this place clean.
If you're certain. Hmm. Um. Good luck with your cleaning. I'm going to check out the balloon thing. And she'll start moving this way.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know where the prison is.
Mm-hmm.
There are more dolls in here. Oh no, these are people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
hey, and a specter.
yeah. This tower contains a sparsely furnished guest room attached to a stone balcony. The door connecting them swings back and forth in the wind. An enormous flying balloon made from a bulging rain cloud is tethered to the balcony's battlements. You do see these individuals. One of them is missing their shadow, and you kind of see their shadow in that corner just kind of setting about.
What is with her obsession with people's shadows?
Oh, don't worry about it. She has use for shadows. Extra help, you see.
Eyebrow raises.
What?
What assistance is a shadow?
A shadow sees and hears things. A shadow can get to places normally people cannot. Shadows are very useful, especially since you're best friends with yours. And she kind of makes a gesture to her shadow, which returns the gesture.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's hilarious. Well, I suppose that could be a benefit. What is through those doors?
Oh, that's our balloon.
Balloon as in.
Yes. Well, it is the rain cloud balloon we use to get around. I do special work for Indolin Moongrave.
I see. So does this mean this is the same one I saw visiting the first
Yes.
of the hags? Hmm. What else do you do?
Well, mostly what Mrs. Lady Moongrave wishes. Of course, we do make extra profit by selling a few odds and ends. But it's not our main squeeze.
I see. And what odds and ends do you happen to sell?
Well, I believe they're still on the shop's board there. We have. Let's see here. Gotta get back to downfall. See here. Yes. Yeah. We have a thimble, a mug of bumblebeer, dusk mellow pie, a bundle of dry wood, some ink portraits, and a moonlight monocle.
What does the moonlight monocle do?
It helps you when you're in dark places. Helps you see better in the dark.
Ah, unfortunately, I have no need for that.
Hmm. Normally, normally people who already can see in the dark find they can see twice as good in the dark with them on, with it on.
Hmm. And how much is that selling for?
Well, you'll have to talk to. Let me see here. Trinket and Bauble here for that. Let me see here.
Oh, okay. I assume that's the two smaller tokens.
Yeah. Um. Let's see here. Yeah. I desire your eye color. Trinket says, and Bauble kind of looks at your character, and I'd like your rhythm.
She raises an eyebrow.
What?
She just stares at them.
What? You asked what we think the monocle is worth, and that's our price. Are you going to complain about the price?
I'll do you one better. I'll simply not buy.
Fine by me. We don't need your custom. Other people can enjoy the monocle if they want it.
This is true, and I do hope you manage to sell it.
There are some
Good
fine
luck.
human beings who are stumbling around in the dark somewhere who would be happy to have a monocle of that caliber.
That's assuming this place doesn't vanish before you can get there. And without a word, Silva closes the door as she leaves, without explanation. I love being able to fuck with people unrestrained. This is so much fun.
Mhm.
Anyways, can that goblin see the prison door, by the way?
Um, It doesn't seem like they're paying attention. And with
Okay,
the
cool.
goggles they're wearing, they're probably not able to easily see anything because it's so dark for them.
Okay. I want to roll both an investigation and perception check to check for traps or
Mm-hmm.
magic sigils or anything before I touch the door.
Make an investigation roll.
Better.
Okay. You do not find any
Not
sigil.
great, but
Mm-hmm.
better.
You do not
Okay.
find any sigils or traps. But as you carefully investigate, the door, a face morphs into the door, and it taking the look of a similar skeletal face that you've seen before. And let me see here. See here. And it says, "You shall not pass! Back, I command you!" As the
Yeah.
door speaks, you can see the room on the other end.
Okay. And what, pray tell, is on the other side of this door?
It doesn't matter what's on the other side of this door. You're not allowed.
And why not?
Because you're not allowed.
That's not much of an explanation.
Well, it's the only one you're getting. Plus, this isn't your place. Who are you to go around demanding entry into everywhere? Would you like it if somebody came to your place and started snooping around, inspecting every little bit?
Silva smiles. Seems you assume I have a home for someone to snoop about.
Well, it's only that much sadder and more understandable that you seem to be finding it okay that you can do this. What were you, born in a barn?
Not quite. More like I had my home ripped out from under me and my parents worked themselves to death.
Ah, I'm sure I'd love to hear your sob story. But it still stands, this place is off limits. Unless you are me or you have the correct authorization, you can't come in. You're not allowed.
Noted. But are you certain there's not an exemption you could make?
The only exemptions, the people who have the exemption know. And I know you don't have the exemption. I'm magic, you see.
Are you?
Yes. What else do you think a door that can talk to you is?
About as common in this area as a book.
Well, at least I have a face. Not many talking doors do.
Now that is fair, and you have a quite a lovely face.
Oh, well, flattery will get you nowhere.
Regardless, it is true. But why do you guard this specific area?
I was made to guard it.
Alright, I suppose I will see about getting entry the proper way. Apologies for bothering you.
Suit yourself. Now go away.
Alright, I really don't want to talk to Hag. That performance should be going on about now, right?
Making some time about that, yeah, yeah. Out of curiosity, make an intelligence check for me.
Another 13.
Okay. Well, I mean, the door, when it talks, you can see through it. If it kept its mouth open long enough, you'd be able to actually pass through.
I mean, you know what? You realize you just gave me a very bad idea, right?
What's the idea?
Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? No, I can't use that for this. Mm, you know what? I'm gonna approach it. Because I still have that stick that was once a stick of luck.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was looking for. I will approach the door. By the way, I'm curious what kind of magic it takes to create such a fantastical being as you.
I don't know. Why would I know?
Well, you seem quite smart for one such as yourself.
Well, intelligent as I might be, my method of creation is unknown to me.
Alright, I'm gonna use that opportunity. No, wait. Ah, could you hold your mouth open for a second? I think there might be something wrong with that hinge. And she looks like she's trying to kind of inspect it.
What hinge? What do you mean?
There's a hinge right here by your, where your mouth is created when you speak.
Make a deception check.
Oh, bollocks! A flat 10. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have a hinge there. That would be a horrible place to have a hinge. On the inside of the
Well,
door?
I would assume it's there specifically so you could actually talk to people.
Well, why would I need a hinge if I'm magically talking? You don't make a lick of sense.
Neither does magic, for that matter. I mean, I could also just grab Squirt and burn the door down, to be fair.
You could try, but it is made of stone.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a stone door.
Yeah. This one is a stone door. I think it was even in the description.
I I probably just fucking missed that part somehow. Hmm. Magic certainly is strange. I have a question.
Yeah.
So the way command works, if I used the phrase approach, would the door open itself if it failed?
I I would not think so. but you could command it to open.
Well, yeah, true, because these are only some typical commands. Um, okay, and I'm also going to try to disguise the spell I'm going to cast because it's only a verbal component. So unless you
Mhm.
know about this spell specifically, you'd have a hard time spotting it.
Okay.
Uh, well, uh, are you certain that your mouth opens without a hinge? And on the word open is when the spell would take effect.
Okay. Um,
What kind of saving throw is that? Let me check.
I think it's a wisdom
Wisdom.
save.
My DC is still 16. That hasn't changed.
Okay.
I really need to get some items to increase that.
Let me see.
Does that door even have stats?
Um, normally I don't think it does. But I am going to give it a wisdom stat on the fly. Holy shit.
What the fuck?
I believe it
John!
saves. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm getting out my good dice.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
This is why I hate being a third caster.
I'm sorry.
I'm down to 4 more spell slots. It is 4, right? Yeah, 4 more spell slots. 2 more at the first level, and the fuck is my D20? There it is. How does the door respond to my query, by the way?
Of
Because that
course
was
I
still
don't need.
technically
Of course I don't need a hinge to open my mouth. It's magic.
true. Magic does open many doors in life, and I cast it again.
Okay.
Ha! It just fails.
Just fails. So, without realizing what's been happening, it op- it opens on your command.
Fuck yeah. Oh, why? Thank you.
1 second.
And if you'll
You
open one of
on,
them,
you only have 6 seconds, so
and I'll dart because I can move 30 feet in 6 seconds. I can get through.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Are these doors locked?
Let me see here. Let me see here. Give me a moment. Let's see here. They are locked, but you do note there are and just so I can allow you to tell the difference between the two sisters. Blue is moon, yellow will be sun,
Oh, I
and
was trying to move around the map, not do that.
Yeah. And the door closes behind you. But the doors are locked, but on the side of each of the prison cells is a lever on the outside.
Okay, can I see inside the cells?
Um, I'm going to say no.
You're gonna say no.
No, you cannot see inside the cells. They are stone doors.
Okay.
But again, there are levers jutting from the walls next to each of the doorways, which would allow you to open the doors. Oh, actually,
Which door? Which door?
1 second. I
Okay.
missed something. Some of these cells are already open whenever you get in here.
Oh, so there is only one cell for me to check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they're empty. Okay. Um, then I'll go over to this one and open it up.
Mm-hmm. Easily enough. Boom. An elf, her face partially hidden under a sun mask, is curled up on a divan, reading a book while sipping a wine from a thin crystal goblet. Other items in the cell include a crystal decanter of wine and a bowl of figs on a small table. A gold embroidered wall tapestry depicting a wooden elf, a wooden elf, a wood elven realm, and a porcelain chamber pot decorated with gold filigree. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, she looks up at you, and seeing that her sister is there, like, oh, you've come with friends. Oh, thank you.
For someone locked away, you seem to be at least living somewhat leisurely.
Well, I have been playing the good house guest for the entire time, and since I am being such a good house guest, Indolin cannot violate the rules of the land.
This is true. I don't think the same can be said for me, given I just freed a prisoner.
Oh, I hope you're ready to
Regardless,
deal with that.
regardless, I need you to kill her anyways. And at this point, I'll give the moon mask back.
Mm-hmm. And
You two are going to create an eclipse while I fight her.
certainly. How do we plan on doing
Now,
this?
well, first of all, we're missing Zarek. I don't know where that buffoon has gone now.
Well, I overheard mumbled the door talking to somebody, and them going away. Not entirely sure where they went off to.
Probably to kill the fool who has the scepter. Whatever. Hopefully Zarek won't get himself killed. Alright, come on. Let's go, everybody.
Okay. Boop, ba-doop, boop, doop, boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, boom. Ba-da-ba-da. So how are you getting through this time?
I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, can you let me back out since you let me in? I don't think you were supposed to let me in.
Ah, you no good. Fine. Get out.
Thank you.
I'll be letting people know about this, Rude.
Certainly. You're the one that opened randomly for me to walk through.
I was bewitched.
By what? My sword clearly states I have no such abilities.
Hmm.
Oh. Anyways, so does this giant thing also have suns on it with the moons? I'm pretty sure that's what you described earlier.
They are balls and crescents.
Hmm. So yes, is what I'm hearing.
At least if that's what you want to take it as.
Hmm. Now, the question is, do I want to go ahead and try and challenge her or not?
Do you want to challenge her tonight?
It's only 10:30, but I'm so fucking tired.
We could get the get everything set up, and then wait for the showdown to next week.
Yeah, I think I'd be good with that. I wish I still
Mm.
had at least most of my spell slots because I am going to need them.
Well, you have a group
Um,
helping you, and Glister and Gleam aren't anything to sneeze at, actually.
who?
The Sun and Moon twins.
Oh,
They'll be
yeah.
helping.
See, this is true, and I haven't been letting I haven't been letting fuck, I forgot the name of the sister that's been traveling with me.
Gleam.
Okay, that's what I thought. I haven't been letting Gleam help me in fights because it's been more of a hold on, you're just gonna kind of hang back while I deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hadn't really considered, can you fight? I don't think I've once asked her to fight aside from when we first met, and then I just kind of sidelined her without thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will. I would talk more strategy, but you never know when shadows are about and listening. You two understand what needs to be done, I hope.
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Clavaclaw and I've forgotten the oil jug's name.
Squirt.
Squirt, make sure you two stay out of harm's way with Palanetta and...
I will
Why do I
provide
not have his
assistance.
name written down?
Uh,
If you're such...
Amador.
I keep wanting to... Yeah, it's Amador, but I keep wanting to call him Alejandro for some reason. If you're
Alejandro.
such... Yeah, that's what comes to mind. It's a flower wielding a rapier. Why is it not Alejandro? Okay. Anyways, if you're certain you could be of help, just try not to get yourself hurt, alright? You wouldn't want to leave an upset Palanetta behind.
That is true. I will help in any way I can.
Excellent. Plot twist, I'm gonna use him for life force later. Anyway. And I'll knock on her door.
The door opens.
She's not in here.
No.
Ah, my vision went away.
Oh no, where'd you go? Oh no,
Okay, I'm back.
where'd you go?
I don't know where I went, but I'm back.
I don't know how that happened.
Uh, yeah, like the door opened. And I'm like, okay, she's not in here, and then like just nothing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
You brought the 3 small creatures that are supposed to be hiding.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I will move them out here. Okay, the walls of this chamber are jet black with gold painted scroll work, where the walls meet the ceiling. Excuse me, and each other. Ornate black, high-backed armchairs face a raised dais. An alcove at the back of the dais is hidden by a black curtain.
Okay. I will approach one of the chairs and gesture for everyone to stand, like where pretty much where they are at the back and at the ready.
Mm-hmm. So, give me a moment.
I'm also really tempted to go ahead and cast a spell.
Feel free. You have a
Oh,
at least. Mhm.
hang on. I've got all my infernal seals back. I'm gonna spend one of my seals to increase my AC by 2.
Mhm.
With the shadow thing, shadow shroud.
Okay.
That is a bonus action requirement.
Okay. I will give you 1 turn of preparation.
Um, 1 turn of preparation. In that case, then I will also cast mirror image. Because coming out and seeing the twins like they are, I assume she's just gonna go straight into combat.
Yes. So, let me describe how this begins.
Mm-hmm.
So, coming out from the curtain, draped in black robes, the hag peers down at you from behind, from her curtained alcove. Her long fingers twitch, and extra hands appear from within the folds of her ghastly dress. She gazes upon you before saying, "Seeker of fate, you have come before the Dame of Unhappy Endings to glimpse your doom." She then pauses and sees the Celine twins. And she begins to raise to fight. And that's where we're going to end it.
Yeah, and it's at that point that she probably sees the smug grin that Silva has, and the
Mm-hmm.
multiple copies of her standing at the ready with her rapier.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 seeming surrounded by shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. All right.
Alrighty.
Sorry to make this one kind of short.
It'll be fine. I hope you have a good rest and a good day tomorrow, and I
Mm,
hope we'll see you tomorrow too.
yes, you will definitely.
Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.